Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at Colt News. Now this is a re-upload that he's done of him auditing a rehab center. Yes, you heard me correctly, he decided to audit a rehab center. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' continuous ongoing support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member and check out the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Rankings. New episodes up every week, and we have 2 episodes up right now. With all that being shenanigans.
Na 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 na.
Shenanigans.
Na 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 na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because he may claim and put that, disclaimer up that he doesn't film or audit rehab centers. And if he'd known, he wouldn't have done it. But yet, he still left it in here. Now, he's trying to say that he was unaware that this is a recovery or rehab center, but the sign next to him was saying that it was. So, which is it? Were you unaware, or did you ignore it willfully? And if you didn't want to audit a rehab center, why leave this part of the video inside? You could have just edited this out and left it on the cutting room floor instead.
I'm sorry?
HIPAA violation.
Bless your heart.
Recovery center, man.
So you think it's a HIPAA violation for
Yeah,
people
it
to take photos on a sidewalk, huh?
It's a HIPAA violation to be recording people in recovery in a treatment center. It is. It totally is. I know I know the law.
And please do not take this the wrong way, but have you been drinking today? What the fuck? I'm just asking.
I'll smack that camera out of your hand.
Yeah?
I swear to God.
Good to know. Go ahead. Give it a try.
Oh, you got
Give it a try. See what happens.
You got mace.
Give it a try. Damn straight I do.
You're a pussy.
Yeah? Fuck off.
You're a bitch.
Yeah?
You're a fucking bitch.
And take a swing, buddy. See what happens to you.
You got mace. Put the mace down. Put the mace down, bro. Come on. Put the mace down. Throw it. Throw the mace.
Why would I throw away the mace?
On, bro. I don't give a
I know.
fuck about your mace.
Yeah?
You're a bitch.
Yeah, you're the one crying about HIPAA. Boo fucking who, brother? Boo fucking who?
The gentleman is correct. It is a HIPAA violation to film people inside of doctors' offices, and in this case, a rehab and recovery center. Colt News could say he didn't know, but the sign was pointed out to him. He's sitting right next to it. He could have read it if he could read. However, he chooses not to. And instead of de-escalating the situation and telling him, hey, I can film here because I'm on public property, I'm not trying to film you, I'm not trying to get any information from you, he escalates it. He antagonizes him. He makes the comment that, has he been drinking today? This man could jeopardize his entire road to recovery by dealing with this frauditor and his nonsense. But do the frauditors care? No, because all to him, this is all about getting clicks and views and subscribers so he can meet some ridiculous goal.
Hey, you want me to put it away? Hey, if I put it away, will you take a swing? There you go. Here.
Yeah, throw it. Throw it.
There you go. There you go. I put it away. Hey, ma'am, you want to record this?
Hey, he's doing a HIPAA violation.
Can I?
Yeah.
take a swing, motherfucker. See what happens to you. Come on. Wow, who's the pussy now? Walking away, are you? Go on, pussy.
Fuck this guy!
There you go. There you go, princess. There you go. Come on, I put the mace away. Come on. Looks like you're all talk, huh? Bitch.
You're going to call him a bitch. Okay. Now, how is this going to de-escalate the situation? It seems like you want to egg it on so you can get a confrontation for your video. A video said that you didn't want to make because you don't audit rehab centers, but here you are doing it. You're antagonizing these people. Some of these people are here by their own free choice, or some are here by court order, trying to get help to recover from an addiction. You don't care about that. You care about getting likes for your YouTube video and getting clout.
The guy told me to put the mace away and he would feel it was a fair fight. So I put the mace in my bag and I guess he kind of chickened out. Oh, this is psychopath over here making threats against me because I aimed he said it's a HIPAA violation for me to aim my camera at the rehab center. Apparently there's a rehab center over here and a bunch of hey, I mean I support people with drug and alcohol addiction getting rehab. Totally support that. I do not support what appears to be employees of a drug and alcohol rehab center making threats against me, and that's just, yeah. Put your mace away and I'll fight you. Well, I guess he won't.
Now, you're only assuming he's an employee. You have no proof of that. But what would have happened if he did engage in an altercation with you? I'm willing to put money on him because he seems to be much more younger and scrappier than you. But it's what would have happened after the fight. After that fight, you pulled a Reyes and filed false charges even though you were the antagonist. You were the one who incited and kept antagonizing and prodding at him to get him to fight you. But what does the fight with somebody trying to get help at a rehab center, or even an employee of the rehab center, do for our First Amendment rights? It does nothing, especially when you're using fighting words and, well, committing crimes of disorderly conduct just to get a rise out of people.
I guess the moral of the story is, if you're gonna threaten somebody, be prepared to follow through on those threats. He told me to put the pepper spray away. I did, and all of a sudden he got cold feet. Bless his little heart. This has been Mike Norton, KULT News, Lacey, Washington.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby.
I had planned on ending this rather uneventful video right here, but then I turned to my right as I was walking away and saw some folks walking out. So let's go ahead and pick up the video right where we left off. It gets a little crazy.
This is a public sidewalk, and I wasn't recording anybody until this jackass flipped me off. So you can have him to thank for it. I'm on a public sidewalk, ma'am. Hey, no, come on back. I put my pepper spray away. He said he kicked my ass, but my pepper spray away, so I put it away.
Okay, so this is a private facility. We have patients here.
Ma'am, I could care less. I'm standing on a public sidewalk.
But can I ask you why you're recording on the facility?
You can ask.
Okay, why are you?
Well, I'm not going to tell you, but you can ask. Yeah, call the cops. Yeah, go ahead and call the cops. You'll sound like a moron if you tell them it's a HIPAA violation, though. I'm just saying. I'm walking on a public sidewalk.
I understand, but this is a...
One of your jackasses over here made threats against me.
One of my patients.
Hey, call them what you want, man. I'm Gen X. You make threats against me. I'm going to stick around and do what I'm doing twice as long and twice as hard.
Yeah, I don't know about so much you being Gen X as more as a Gen bitch. But, yeah, You could have just simply de-escalated the situation. You keep antagonizing these people. This woman and some of her staff members are trying to tell you that, hey, this is a private rehab center. Why are you filming them? Why are you filming the patients? You're antagonizing the patients. You're getting them riled up. For what? What purpose does this serve? Huh? You're gonna do this defiantly even though they've asked you not to? You know, you could be a decent human being. You could be a good, moral person and not antagonize and not film these people trying to get help. But instead, you continue to be the biggest prick that you can be.
You got a problem with it? I'd suggest you put up a big giant freaking wall. This is a public sidewalk, ma'am. I'm on a public sidewalk. You're all talk. Bring it on. I'm right here. Go on. You look like you need 6 months in jail. You need 6 months in jail? Come on. There you go.
Months in jail? Come on. There you go. Woo!
What's going on, please?
Calling the police. Yes, I have a person here right now that's recording us at Centers.
What's the address?
And Martin Way.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Washington.
Tell them that.
Okay. Are they behaving disorderly, or what's going on?
Well, he's right now and he's recording us and he's antagonizing
From
our
a public
patients.
sidewalk. Be sure you
From a
mention
public
that.
sidewalk, and
There
he's
you
just
go.
recording, and you know what I mean. We are a private facility, and he's antagonizing our patients. So I just wanted to see if you could send some cops here to take care of this. Kevin, yeah,
Okay.
Kevin.
When you say antagonizing patients, what is he doing?
He's basically calling them jackasses, and he's telling them this and that, and that he can record from the outside. And
no, don't beat up the mailbox some more.
Us and antagonizing my patients and my staff. Kevin, go inside.
What type of facility is this?
This is a substance abuse treatment center.
Okay.
And, you know, we're bound by HIPAA and everything like that. And he's just recording us and, you know, just calling my staff names and calling my dad.
What does he look like?
He is wearing a red hat and some glasses and a shirt, and he's on the public sidewalk, he says. He doesn't want to give me a name and why he's recording us.
Okay. Is he wearing a gray T-shirt and jeans?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. He calls himself Cold News. He acts as if he's a journalist. But yet, where are the ethics of journalism in this? What substance of journalism is this? How can this be journalism when you're inciting people, insulting them, trying to get a rise out of them? Why? Because you want clicks and views. If you were a true journalist, you'd follow one of the 5 key ethics of journalism, which is humanity. And without humanity, you're nothing better than an asshole with a camera trying to prove that you're someone better than these people.
How do you know that?
Well, we may be a little familiar with him. Is he like in his maybe 40, 50-year-old?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's him. That's him.
Okay. Yeah, he's this is not the first time he's done something like this before. Can I get your name?
Yes, my name is... What do you mean it's not the first time he did something like this before?
We got a call about this. We got a call about this earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, at a different location. Can I get your phone number?
My phone number is 786 area code 641.
Okay.
Get
One moment.
the guest in as soon as possible. Get the guest in as soon as possible.
Let's see if I can find that call.
Just so they know what you're doing, you gotta call the police. They gotta call the police about you doing this to another facility. So they're already on to you and they know who you are, sir.
They're on to me. They know who I am. Oh my gosh, do they know I'm on a public sidewalk and that public photography isn't a crime? Do they know that?
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up.
I want you to go ahead and stay separated from him. Feel free to keep you guys safe and separated. If you need to close the doors, lock the doors, whatever you need to do, that's okay. If he becomes further aggressive or anything like that, I want you to call us back. Can you see any weapons on him or anything like that?
No, I don't see any weapons. He's just recording with a tripod. Huh? He has mace. He told our patients that he has mace. And
Okay.
I'll use it on them.
Why was that like in response to like a threat or anything like that, or was he just randomly?
One of the guests was telling him to leave and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I'll smack that camera out of your hand.
Yeah?
I swear to God.
Good to know.
he said,
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, we're going to go ahead and have law enforcement meet you out there, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, are you under the impression that what I'm doing is against the law?
Whatever you're doing, it's being reported to the police, just not by me. It's being reported to
So you didn't just call the police then? Why would you call law enforcement if no laws are being broken?
But you are disturbing a facility.
I'm walking down a public sidewalk.
But you're recording them.
So what? It's a public sidewalk.
Yes, walking down the sidewalk is not a crime. Filming in public is not a crime. However, being disorderly like you are is a crime. Being belligerent and trying to antagonize people into fights is a crime. Because you are in violation of using fighting words to get the reactions you want. We're going to actually jump ahead into where the cops show up to, unfortunately, not help these people.
Hi, I'm Officer Evers. So I assume the guy with the camera is who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's kind of going on?
So he stood there and he started recording, I guess, coming from groups or patients. This is a private facility, you know what I mean? There's privacy here that needs to be kept.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, one of our group facilitators saw what was going on and the guest was telling him, patient realistically, was telling him to stop recording. They got a little bit upset about it. He stated he had mace, you know what I mean, if it came up to him.
Yeah.
So they called me from the inside. I'm the executive director. So basically, my group facilitator let me know what was going on. I came out here, and he's basically antagonizing my patients, antagonizing my staff. He pulled the mace out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He didn't use it, but he pulled
Did he
it out.
like point it in at you guys or anything?
No, but at the point, I guess.
Oh, okay. So was he on the property at that time?
No, that's what he kept on stating, that he's not on property, he's on the sidewalk, and he can do whatever he wants.
Gotcha.
The thing is that this is a private facility. This is a detox, this is an outpatient, and we have patients here. We're bound by HIPAA.
Yeah,
he can't be
absolutely.
recording my patients.
Yeah.
You know, and he thinks that he can do this right now. Yeah. So I called you guys, and apparently when I was explaining the situation, and I was explaining, like, your operator asked me to describe him, and I started saying a red hat and the camera and all that stuff. She's like, does he have a gray shirt and this and that? And I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
She's like,
he's an auditor.
An auditor?
Yeah, have you heard of them?
No. Yeah,
So,
I mean, an auditor for what?
Usually for law enforcement, so they like to create these like situations to see if law enforcement, how we react to stuff. So
are you serious?
Most likely, usually after we come and we don't give them anything, usually they leave. It's very, you know, yeah. So let me
So basically, they create these scenes for you guys to come on scene and see how you handle it.
Yes.
Yes. See if you got.
So it's like planting some stuff.
Yes.
Like misconduct or something.
Like they try to see like if we escalate the situation and get irritated. Like usually they stay on sidewalks on like in public areas where they're not committing a crime, and then they'll come up, you know, and then they'll see if the officers are like, hey, you're under arrest, or when they're not committing a crime.
Like take it out of context.
Yes. So we have a lot today over at like Fred Meyer's and stuff. We haven't had any like up here yet.
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah. It happens.
And can they can't record patients at a facility?
So let me call my sergeant just to verify about that.
Because we were bound by HIPAA. I can't even have cameras in there. I can't have guests bringing in like phones or cameras or anything that connects to the Wi-Fi because we're bound by HIPAA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this is a substance abuse treatment center and mental health.
I haven't had anyone like come here yet because that's kind of messed up. Because I'm like, why would you come here? Like,
out of all places, I think you would leave this type of place alone. You know what I mean? Like a
there's not really
that's different.
any point to I think again.
It's funny how he says that this officer is fanning the flames of ignorance to the citizens. But in reality, there is no point to the First Amendment auditing community and their quote-unquote movement. Because it's not about holding the government accountable. It's not about addressing your government. It's not about transparency. Because there are already movements that can do that. There's ways we can do that. We can write letters. We can petition. We can actually vote our elected officials out of office. This isn't about any of those things. Because if you want to exercise your First Amendment rights, you can wear something that may not be appropriate. Or you may sing a song that has expletives in it in public. Going to places like this and going to banks and filing frivolous FOIA requests do nothing but waste people's time and resources. And you're doing this for what? You're doing this for money. There's no news story here. What is it? That you were a jerk and you got people pissed off at you?
He chose this location because to try to like antagonize and see if we can. So let me call my sergeant really quick and just verify with him if there is any specific RCW for filming, because I haven't come across this yet.
Okay.
And then I'll go and contact him. Most likely, even if we can't do anything about it, usually after we contact them, they hang out for a little bit and then they leave. Okay. Because they get bored, because they didn't get what they wanted, which was us to overreact. But so
that's I'm sorry.
Oh, we don't get it very often. So let me call him really quick, and then I'll come back and let you guys know the result of it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, quick. So I did talk to him, and he said that there's obviously we don't enforce HIPAA, but even though it is private property, it would be up to you guys to like put up a fence or something to block the view. I know it's really frustrating. It's kind of a
I mean, I can't put up a fence right now. Like,
I know.
At this time right
I
now.
know, and I don't know why. I've never had someone come out here and do it like to a facility where, you know, something like this where people are trying to get help. Like it's messed up, but I would not interact with him because what he's looking for is a reaction, and if you don't give him that, he's gonna get bored easily.
But sadly, he already got the reaction he wanted. He got the staff to call law enforcement. He got you guys out there to try to see if they'll violate his rights, and he got the patients and some staff members blowing up. Why? For clicks and views. If he had any real journalistic integrity or even the common decency of a human being, he wouldn't do this. He would have just walked away. He wouldn't have filmed him. He would have said, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know." Instead, he found an opportunity to make a buck, and he went for it. Because all frauders are parasites.
Well, unfortunately, my staff and my guests have given him a reaction.
Yeah, so now that might make him stay a little bit because he wants to see you guys get riled up and he wants to cause a disturbance. That's what they look for. They look to antagonize, but once they don't get that,
there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I know it's very frustrating.
On YouTube right now.
Yeah, I know it's very frustrating, but unfortunately, he's staying on private or on public property, being on the sidewalk, and I talked to my sergeant about it. I'm not gonna interact with him because he thinks that's just what he's looking for is a reaction from us, and I just don't want to give him any entertainment. I want him to get bored and leave. So
all right, I'm gonna have my stuff.
But if anything, if he like comes on the property and tries to interact with someone, which usually they don't do, you can contact us. But yeah, I would talk to everyone and say, hey, don't interact with this guy. He's looking to sue people. He's looking to get reactions out of people, and we just want to give him absolutely nothing. So I'm very sorry we can't help you out more. Okay.
Thank you.
If you need anything, call us.
And we're going to end it here. The video does continue on for a bit more, where it is revealed that Mike and Stacy parked their car on the property of the Rehab Center, and before police could come and trespass them, they drove off. This just proves this had nothing to do with the First Amendment, nothing about exercising our freedoms or holding our government accountable. All about them getting a video of reactions of the people they wanted to exploit to make another quick buck. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. And don't forget to check out the newest episode of the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous, ongoing support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I thank you all.